Hello and welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, a Game of Thrones mod. Well, we've achieved the objective that we had last time. We are the Queen of the, we are on the Iron Throne. We're not Queen of the Seven Kingdoms just yet because, none of the Seven Kingdoms are underneath us. Well, I mean, we've got the Stormlands. Well, I mean, we've got these two provinces in the Stormlands. Also have a lot of random troops around, which we could probably disband. Let's just get rid of those. Just for just now. But yeah, it's very, very weird what's happening here. Is this an Empire title? Kingdom of the Iron Throne is an Empire level title. So I guess that means that everything else would be underneath it. Okay. I was just working out how things would work. So I'm hoping the event line hasn't completely been destroyed by this happening. I mean, it might have been. But we'll see. A representative from the Iron Bank of Bravos has arrived at court asking me to honour the debts of my dear late acquaintance. So 250 gold, I will get the 250 gold or I owe them nothing. Well, I have the money right here. Here's 250 gold, go away. Your Grace, the Lordship Paramount that rules over my lands at Marine currently has no incumbent separate from the crown. I petition that I should be made overlord of this realm as your most loyal and able bannerman. You hate us. You hate us so much. No. Go away. The wars between the great powers of the Iron Throne have subsided for now. Until next time. All hail Her Grace Daenerys of House Targaryen, Queen of the Andals and the Rhaenyra and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm. Long live the Queen. Okay, we can righteously... Oh, all sorts of stuff happened. Right, we can righteously imprison all sorts of people. Okay. Like the High Septum. Why would we want to imprison the High Septum? Maybe just so we can take the land? Oh, people are underneath us now. We have the Reach is... he now answers to us. Okay. The North is still not quite under our control. We also don't have any reason to declare war on them yet. The Iron Islanders, do we have any reason to declare war on them? Nope. We are over our vassal limit ever so slightly. Which is something we could deal with. We could demand King's Landing from our bannermen though. Who currently holds King's Landing? We hold King's Landing, don't we? Or there are a few things underneath it. We could demand it. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. We have quite an army now, though. We have 75,000 vassal levy. So yes, let's let time move on a little bit more. You put me in a difficult position, Your Grace, but if you feel this is the best course of action, so it be. I shall surrender King's Landing. Excellent. We now have King's Landing. We have a lot of vassals. We need to get rid of some of them. So the Stormlands is obviously the easiest place to get rid of them, because we shouldn't have this many people. Who are we going to put in charge of the Stormlands? Well, a lot of people we could. Could put Jorah Mormont in charge of the Stormlands. That could be interesting. You know what? We will. We'll invite him to our court. We'll bring him back. He said yes. The war is ended, now the Wardens shall reassume their positions in defence of the realm. Lord Paramount Race, the Just, becomes Wardens of the South. Okay. Jorah, I would like to grant you the Stormlands and all titles underneath. Perfect. He is now Lord Paramount Jorah of the Stormlands, married to Sansa Stark. And we have an open council position. We should probably replace all the council members here. Oh, Septum, obviously. We'll put Septum Tommen in charge, and he can perform charity in our actual capital, which is over here, I think. Yes, our capital. Get rid of the army of Sir Torrent. Don't know what that's doing there. And we have no vassal levies raised. We're at our vassal limit now. What else do we need to do? Well, this should be... Oh, that's not an actual place. We could colonize it. I've totally forgotten what we were doing. So we put Jorah in charge. Nope, I can't remember. Back to waiting for Yunkai to take over Astapor. Very slowly. Weak claim can be pressed on Brandon. We could do the royal claim on the north. We have boats now. We have 158 boats. How many men does the north have? 24,000. And we have 74,000 just from our vassals. 96,000 just from our vassals. Okay. Let's press the royal claim on the north. The Iron Throne is at a state of war. We should send ravens to the great lords, rallying them to the crown's defense. Before they answer, I'm gonna raise all the vassal levies. And then we're gonna put them all in here. So if they say no, we're just gonna have all of our vassal levies raised anyway, and it doesn't matter. We can actually disband this one from the reach and then raise them further in. Where are we going to put all of these people? Let's put them like here. Do we have any vassal levies over here? We need to, yeah, we don't need that army. Okay. Jorah obviously honoured his alliance, and Dorne honoured their alliance. Riverlands honoured their alliance. Okay, good, good. Why is Paramount Mace the Just not part of it? Is that because he's a warden of the south? Maybe that's it. People have failed to answer my calls to arm. That's fine. State of war, asking these people to honour their calls. The High Septim and Paramount Harold of the Vale. Obvious. Okay, don't bother with the dealings of small lords just now. Harold of the Vale refused to join. Your dragon Drogon is a ravenous beast. He regularly roams the lands of King's Landing, gouging on the livestock of the peasants. Hundreds of them have sought audience with you in the past months to protest this, their discontent growing all the while. Well, so we can either get 1.5% revolt risk. What's our current revolt risk? We have realm unrest still, or we can pay them off. We'll pay them off. That's fine. Oh yeah, we need to redo our council. That's what I was going to do. So, Hand of the Queen. Let's make that. Let's set it by rank. We could make it Mace. Or, we need someone with high stewardship. How about Alexander? Obviously set these so they can't be in any wars. Master of Laws is somebody who needs to have high diplomacy. So, Sir Davos, the Onion Knight. Master Arms, we're going to put Sir Godfrey in charge of that. And Master of Coin, we'll put, Cedric. Master of Whispers, Lord Denley. Actually, we should put someone who likes us as Master of Whispers. Maybe Barth. And Maester, we already have a Maester. Although we could put Pycelle as our Maester instead. We'll put Pycelle as our Maester. Or we could put him as our set. No, we can't put him as a set. We'll put him as our Maester. Pycelle. Okay. Now, let's put all these people in the right spots. Increase levy size, improve diplomatic relations, probably with Harold, because he's the only person who didn't say yes. Need to train troops in our capital, collect taxes in our capital, scheme in our capital, and probably have auto-stop plots on would seem like a good idea. We'll do that. Done. Slavers' War. After their slaughter of the freed men of Astapor, the armies of the Yunkai have gathered outside the coloured bricks of Marine. Beside them stands a legion of Nugis and fighting men from across Slavers' Bay. Only the Lazarian have answered our call for aid, whilst the Second Sons and their captains have betrayed us. I thought him an ally, but thought wrong. I will let my dragons devour him. Zaro has arrived from Karth, pleading that I leave Slaver's Bay, and to entice me to do so has offered 13 warships. Perhaps it is time I leave Slaver's Bay. Westeros will solidify if I don't act quickly, but I cannot leave my children to die. You know, I don't think we're going to go to Westeros. That seems a silly place. Let's declare war on Yunkai. Oh wait, we're already on their capital? How surprising. The Sun's son. Another freed man died last night. The Sons of the Harpies strikes again. These damned guerrilla fighters will destroy my army through attrition if nothing else. Not even the hostages I have taken make them stop. A Miranese priestess has put a plan into place to stop the killings, however, urging me to marry a noble of the city to bring peace. This would seem the wisest course of action, but Quentin Martell now stands before me, speaking of a pact Willem Darry made with the Martells just after the death of Rhaegar. I can't let my soldiers die, but the Martells are staunch allies of the Targaryens. Both of these choices are undesirable, for Dario holds the key to my heart. But Aegon the Unlikely married for love, and the whole realm bled for it. What can I do? So, we can marry the local talent, or we can marry Quentin Martell. We're going to marry locally. Get some gold and some prestige. We can call in our allies to this war. We'll do that. I'll call them in to the claim in the north. And we've got married. Lord Aegon of Rook's Rest has declared war. Has declared Lord Aegon of Rook's Rest war on the Iron Throne. He has usurped the title of Rook's Rest from Lothar Staunton. Aegon Targaryen invades. A young silver-haired man has landed in Westeros, claiming to be Aegon VI, trueborn son of Rhaegar Targaryen and rightful king of the Seven Kingdoms. It is widely believed that he has perished in the Red Keep at the hands of Gregor Clegane during the War of the Usurper, along with his sister Rhaenys and his mother Elle of Dorne. It is purported that it was not Aegon who perished there, but some peasant boy who was put in Aegon's place. Now his claimant lands, and he has the Golden Company at his back. We shall crush him. He also looks a bit like Dante from those games. The Iron Throne is at a state of war, and we should send ravens to our people. Okay, we'll do that. Is our army built up yet? Not quite, but we can... Where is Aegon Targaryen? They're at war of this, but... Is this it? Oh. All armies? Why don't you just go here? We're going to lose a couple of fights along the way, I'm sure, but we'll be fine. So we'll just disband armies that are about to lose fights. He answered our call to war, our husband. We can call him into this one as well, which he will obviously join. The games begin. My husband of convenience has won me peace with the Yunkish, but I have been forced to cease my wars of liberation. Such must I do to protect my children and reclaim my birthright from the usurper's line. At the gladiatorial games held in celebration of the wedding, my husband presses upon me a dish of fried locust, a local delicacy. The bloodshed has robbed me of my appetite, however. As the afternoon draws on, the pit floor is soaked by the blood of beast and man alike. After one particularly gruesome spectacle, I am tempted to leave, but with a cry, a winged monstrosity comes crashing down upon the sand, my Drogon. Many attempts to kill him, but I shall not allow them to rob me of my child. Running out into the sand, I wonder, will he know me? Will these men listen? So we gain Dragon Rider and go missing. Oh no. We fulfilled the ambition to tame a dragon, though. And we can pick a new ambition, which I think will have a daughter. That seems good. That'll give us an heir. Is our current heir... oh, I thought it was Jorah, but it's a Mace the Just. Average military ruler is no longer affecting us. We're now a very good military ruler. So we get even more levy enforcement. Right. Merge up there. Continue these armies merging up. You can head straight for the Golden Company here. The sea. Drogon has carried me to his lair in the bleak Dothraki Sea. I must return to my children in Marine. Wandering through the plain, I come across a stream. I trip. Across a stream and trip. I feel so ill, bleeding between my legs. It has been so long. To go north, I must journey south. To reach the west, I must go east. To go forward, I must go back. And to touch the light, I must pass beneath the shadow. pass beneath the shadow. So we gain 70% fertility. Briar of Stokesworth Peasants Revolt has declared the Peasants Revolt of Stokeworth. Okay. Are we not at war with the Yunkai? Did I miss this? No, we're not at war with them just now. Amarine is not technically under our control. Weird. 30,000 has reached the 9,000 of the Golden Company. Hopefully, even if they have better troops, we should be fine. 77%, and now we're going to that point there. That should be fine. Okay. Word has arrived from Castle Black. The Lord Commander writes that a cold winds are rising and the dead are walking, the trees have eyes once again, and the white shadows stalk the woods. He calls for all lords to put aside to ride with the Night's Watch and reclaim the dawn. So we can join his war. Not right now. Maybe later. Carl Jaco. I must eat. How long has it been? Ahead I spy a Dothraki scout. Drogon, I cry. To me! The great black beast swoops low and wreaths both rider and horse in a blaze of dark flame. As I share in the spoils of the hunt with my child, I hear a sound of hooves approaching. It is the traitorous Carl Jacques, once co to my sun and stars, and 50 of his outriders. I promise his death to be long and cruel. Daenerys, we lose missing. They both die, and we get a whole lot of armies. And the regency is ended. We're no longer missing. Pycelle is no longer in charge of the realm. So we've got this army as well, but we're not in a war. The sun rises in the west and set. I must return to Marine upon Drogon's back. Jaco's Khalasar, no, my Khalasar close behind. With their aid I shall wipe the slavers from this land and take back my birthright. But Hizar stands accused of it, my attempted murder, and worse yet, my sweet fool... Yet the sweet fool Quentin Martell has unleashed 2 of my dragons, burning to death in the process. A shame. He might have been a good replacement for my treacherous husband, I think that says. So, our opinion of King Hizar went down. We divorce him, and Lord Quentin of Dorne dies, and our king is imprisoned. And now we can marry whoever we want. We can marry anyone. Matrilineal, we'll set this to. Let's have a look. Anyone have a good rank? Not really. We could marry Robert, Lord of the Vale. And he has a claim on the Vale. Yeah, we'll marry Robert. That seems like a good idea. And then we can press his claim and take the Vale. If we want to. Anything else? No, we seem to be fine. We're still not in... I'm sure we're meant to be in this war, which is why I'm a little confused. So we could release this guy, or we can do something else to it. We'll just leave it as it is right now. Till we finish our wars. 30,000 versus 2,000. He has accepted our request to marry Lord Robert of the Vale. Mission to the area has been a success. He likes us a little bit more. Paramount Mace has accepted has honoured our alliance and will take up arms to defend the realm against the Iron Throne's enemies. Okay, good. Okay, so that was just he hadn't joined us yet. Your Grace, for too long, Corxo Mo has occupied my rightful seat and will stop at nothing to take it from him. I humbly ask that you provide me with coins so I may hire an army to achieve this. If you do, I promise it will not be forgotten. Who are you? Okay, you have a weak claim on the Principality of some... You could give 125 coin. She joins us. We then gain 125 coin. Okay. Fine. Weird. We have one against Aegon, so we will enforce our demands. He has gone away. We could banish him to the Night's Watch. You know what? Let's banish him to the Night's Watch. Seems like a good idea. And now we can focus on going north. Right, come on. 30,000 men. Straight north. We can put good military leaders in charge. We'll put Sir Barristan in charge. Obviously. We'll put... do we have anyone who can lead the center? Ah, we have John, Lord of Massey's Hook, who can lead the center. Put Sir Barristan on one side, and then we'll put an organizer on the other, Belwys. And they can all head up there. You can go deal with them. And we don't need these 2 troops. That seems fine. Right. I think the event line over here is completely broken and bugged. Because it should... I think we should be at war. Okay, we get 50% levy reinforcement rate. After years of careful planning, Turton Moores raised a large army of exiles, declaring her intention to press her claim by force. Okay, good luck with that. She's the one we gave the money to, so good luck. Hopefully she succeeds. Really doesn't affect us, but be nice. Paramount in the area likes us more. Head to reign it. You want peace? No. Well, we'll wipe out the rebels. Rebels are gone. Let's peace out. Force our demands. We now have them. And we'll banish him to the Night's Watch. We'll keep banishing people to the Night's Watch. Seems like a good plan. The Riverlands are actually destroying the North, which is great because they're the ones who put them in charge. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, he needs to be older before we can actually get any heirs, which is our only real problem right now, is if we die without an heir. Right, I guess we'll move somewhere that has a higher revolt, like higher supply limit. Can we declare war on the UK? No, because we have army levies raised. Because our vassals have army levies raised. We'd offer them vassalization. He just will not accept our... Oh, there it is. I am a king. No, oh well. We'll head over there and take them over after we get the north back. And possibly the Westerlands back. Depends how I'm feeling. Just heading straight for Winterfell. My Master Arms wants to get married. Well, he can find himself someone to marry. Absolutely fine. Someone seeks to replace someone else as Master of Laws. Well, we'll just replace them again when that happens, if he does get control. And we'll siege Winterfell. Right. We have this army over here that can't do anything. I guess we'll declare war when we're finished over there. Just to give them something to do. The chief wisdom of King's Landing Alchemist Guild informs you they've produced a significant amount of wildfire, enough to turn the tide of a side of a siege or battle. Well done. Okay, so we have wildfire. It's good. We can use that, maybe, at some point. Yep, they won the battle against people in the north, so we have a lot of war score. Erin Florent has expressed a desire to get married. Marry as you please. Continuing our siege. Hopefully these armies will wipe out the rest of the North's armies, and then this siege will be enough combined with that. Oh, so the Vale actually joined us now, after all this time. Weird, took him that long. We're taking a lot of attrition because of the hills. Range married between Silius Florin and Riverlands. Oh, okay, fine, we can marry Florin. Defenders almost finished. We could assault, but it's not really worth it. Word has arrived from Castle Black. We will just lose the prestige. It's fine. Don't care too much just yet. We would like the north under our control before we care. 3 children lack guardians, so that's the 3 dragons. The High Septim has died and been succeeded by High Septim. We've won the siege at Winterfell. And the High Septim is dead. Oh, that means we can get a new High Septim. Let's change the laws to Medium Faith Authority. And then let's request coronation. Good. Of course he will accept. He said no, again. Oh well. Right, 3 children lack guardians, so we have to give guardians to the dragons. So we'll educate Drogon ourselves, obviously. Let's educate Rhaegal with... you give opinion, so let's see who we could give it to. How about Gonzo, Lord of Rosbury? And then Viserion. Let's could we give them land? No, because they're dragons. Must be able to marry and produce heirs. Okay. We'll educate him with I don't know, just how about Devon? That'll do. 78% war score. The High Septim did accept. Okay. Offer peace. No, he's losing but won't give up. We can assault down now, actually. Get a few of these very quickly. There's a great plague here, which isn't good. Member of the King's Guard has died. Commander Preston the Unworthy. Well, we can get a new member, can't we? How would we do that? Members of the King's Guard. It's one of these events, I think. No? Oh, we can demand important prisoners. We'll get... Oh, we got Brandon Stark. Someone had captured Brandon Stark and hadn't told us. Okay. We win. Right. He is now underneath us. One title can be created, the Riverlands. Why is that not existing anymore? We did have a Riverlands. We're over our vassal limit as well. We'll create the Riverlands. And then we'll give the Riverlands to one of our people we like. So in our court, why don't we give the Riverlands to Miss Andre? That seems like a good... She can't have it. Okay, she can't hold it. Let's have a look in here. See who we've got. Barristan Selmy could have the Riverlands. Pycelle could have the Riverlands. I'm just going by people I recognize the names of. Alel could have the Riverlands. Stannis Seaworth. Not our dragon. Our dragon cannot have the Riverlands. Okay. Barristan Selmy seems like the best choice. There you go. You can have the Riverlands. Where does it sit? Is this not a title I can give away? I would like to give it away. Maybe he can't hold it. How about we try giving it to Belwys? Maybe it has to be someone of a certain rank. So if I try and give it, how about I try and give it to someone in the Riverlands already? How about you? I'll grant you the Riverland. Okay, so he can hold it. It must be something to do with like culture or something. There you go. You can have the Riverlands. He now really, really likes us. He's still grumpy, but he likes us. And yeah, that's good. Got the Riverlands under control. We could try and take the Vale if we want. He should come back under our control after this war ends, actually. We'll just wait a couple of days. Wars between the great powers of the Iron Throne have subsided. A new Lord Commander for the King's Guard is needed. He is traditionally the most senior and able of the 7 White Cloaks who should fulfill this venerable duty for the Queen. Sandor Clegane, the Hound. Yeah, we'll make the Hound head of the King's Guard. Kneels before you take up his new duty of leading the King's Guard, vowing anew to protect you in person from all those who may harm you. Perfect. Vacancy has become available in the King's Guard. 7 swords must guard the Queen. You must choose a replacement. Bring me the greatest knights in the realm. The greatest knights in the realm have gathered for you in Marine. You must choose one to join your King's Guard. So we could choose Barristan Selmy. We could choose Bronn. I think Barristan Selmy seems the best. We'll choose him. Your Grace, he says. It would be the highest honour to serve in your King's Guard. He gets 100 prestige. His opinion goes by 25, and he joins Lord Commander Sandor the Hound. Good. The Iron Throne is completely under our control, apart from the Iron Isles, and we will get that next.